Giants fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. One ticket remaining to be punched for the championship round next week. We're all set and off we go on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On second down, Hurts. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here comes the Eagles punt team. And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line. On play action, it's Herbert. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And 3rd down coming up. Herbert. He's got a receiver. It's Claypool. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. You have a tight end motioning left here. On play action, now Herbert. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Throwing again, Herbert. To the outside, catch made by Worthy. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Herbert going to try to throw on third down. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Handoff, Gibbs running left. And he's into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Brown now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Second down throw for Hurts. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here's a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit-and duck for this pass rush.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. One quarter down in this NFC divisional round matchup. 7-0 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll motion over Flowers. Shotgun now for Herbert. That is left side and caught by Flowers.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Here's a screen set up for Benson. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Play action now. It's Herbert. That is caught down the field. It's Worthy. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Gibbs, left side. And the Lions have got a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 4-yard line. A 1st down there. Gain of 14 yards.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And he'll take it on in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st down, it's Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And it's going to be third down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
On third down, it's Hurts. Open man, left side, he's got it. 14 yards on that pass play there. First down, Philadelphia.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here's first and 10. To the air again. Hurts. That's to the left side. Hauled in by Legette.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Hurts again. Going up top. That one underthrown and intercepted. And the Lions are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. Just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
First and 10 now from the 36. Here's Herbert. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive. Now Hurts. Again, working deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Hurts. Quick throw here is complete. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Third and short, and Hurts will throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Herbert to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. Oh, big hole left side. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run. Got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches. But They seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Now, he'll air one out. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Here's Braden Mann now, as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. The Lions call their first timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. Herbert now on first down. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Eagles are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On first down, it's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's got the hookup to C.J. Uzomah. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up first and 10. Hurts will try it again. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. Thank God. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. On second down, Hurts. Quick slant into the hands of Smith. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Eagles nothing.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
We are set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week. And we are back at it with the third quarter. Now a give to Gibbs, running right. Here's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Gibbs. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Lions. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Hurts looking to throw on first down. That one complete to Legette. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Hurts to the air on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
He'll get it inside the 20. He is in. Xavier Legette, touchdown, Eagles.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Eagles are able to cut into the deficit.
Eagles 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Slot receiver, headed right. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain here brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Through the air, Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Hurts working in the pistol. Taking off, carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Lions have got it. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumbles recovered. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. A throw there, caught by Legette. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together, on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Xavier Legette, touchdown Philadelphia. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Eagles 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes Worthy to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. They will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Herbert. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. The Eagles have it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
A first down throw for Hurts. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Asante Samuel that time, all over him in cover.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Man in motion is Smith. To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That one taken in right side by Legette.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Lions 35, Eagles 14.
On fourth down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This a 31-yard attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will cut into that lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here comes Worthy to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Now Gibbs. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. That'll be picked up by the Eagles.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
And he's going to be taken down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here's Barkley. Still fighting. What a run. Shedding tacklers. Picks up 9 on the play.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Now here's 2nd and goal. Let the fullback try to power it home. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
His kick is good. Makes the score Lions 35, Eagles 24. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes Worthy to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. first and 10, here's Gibbs. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now, Herbert. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
On 3rd and long, it's Herbert. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. First and 10.
Baylor Tigers. Baylor Tigers.
They'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Eagles are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
This is first and 10. Now Barkley. And this is going to be an Eagles first down. He'll take it up to about the 33-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's first and 10. Barkley. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. That's a pickup of 33. The defense bewildered. A rough start to this drive. Here's first down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This one batted in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Set. Home to right. Go.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Baylor Tigers. Set. Ready.
On the ground, this is Gibbs. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
40-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Run. Set.
So it's a win here for the Lions. They are moving on as the #1 seed. The victory means they lock down another home date next weekend as they look to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.